Let's try again. Let's try again. You're supposed to say action. I don't know when I'm supposed to go. Action! Hi, my name is Master Hun, pythonfoodmasters.com, and today I'm going to quickly review lists in Python. Okay, so I'm going to reference the code that's in w3schools.com. So if you want to look at the code, you can just go to w3schools.com and go into the Python tutorial and then look for Python lists, and then you'll see the exact same code that I'm going to talk about here. Okay, we're not going to do the whole thing, whole chapter. We're just going to cover I believe we're going to just cover the first 3 things about lists that you should know for Python. Okay, so lists are very important in Python. So let's start with a very simple example. Again, it's from w3schools.com, and the list has to have a name. So this is the very original name that W3Schools uses in their Python tutorial, this list. No spaces, it's one word. And then we need the assignment operator, and then we need a square bracket, and then we're gonna have 3 things in the list. Apple, and I ran out of space, so I'm just gonna write it down here. Banana, and cherry, okay? This list is the name of the list, and it's gonna have 3 items: apple, banana, cherry, okay? If you're not familiar with coding, one of the things you have to understand is that the first item in the list, the index number for that will actually be 0. The second item on the list will be 1, and so on and so on. And then on this list, there's only 3 things. So the last item on the list is not index number 3, but it's actually index number 2. Okay? So please keep this in mind. Okay, and just for this case, I'm just going to use these 3 dots. And again, these 3 dots represent apple, banana, cherry. Okay. Now we created a list, but how do we see what's inside the list? So we need to use a print command. And then in the print command, we need to refer to the name of the list, this list. And then when this prints out, it'll print out the exact same thing. It'll print out actually single quotes. Oops, sorry. Okay. When it prints out, when this print command executes, you'll see this. You'll see the square brackets, and then you see in single quotes, apple, comma, banana, comma, cherry. Okay? So this is how you would print out a list. Okay. How do we access what's in the list? To do that, we need to, again, use the name of the list, and then we're going to use square brackets. So if we wanted to access the first thing in the list, we would have to use the number 0, because that's the index for the first item on the list. Now, how do we print this out? So we just need to use a print command. Just access the first item on the list, index 0, and then this will print out, and then we'll be able to see what it is. And this happens to be, it'll print out apple, because apple is the first item on the list. And again, it'll have the index number of 0. Again, keeping in mind that this list consists of apple, banana, cherry. How do we change something that's on the list? Again, we would have to use the name of the list. And then you have to use the index number. I want to change banana to blackcurrant. How do I do that? I have to use the correct index number. 1, in coding lingo, this means the second object, the second item in the list. And then we need to use the assignment operator, and then we're gonna write blackcurrant. Okay? And then what this will do is it'll, instead of banana, it'll place banana with blackcurrant. So the second item on the list, in the list, this list, it'll change banana to blackcurrant. Okay, we're almost done. Now, let's say I wanted to use a for loop and I wanted to go through each item in the list. How would I do that? First, I need to use the keyword for, and then I'm going to put in x. Could be any variable, but let's say use x. And then I need to use in for x in, and then I need the name of the list, which is this list. Then of course I need to put in a colon, and then in this case I'm just going to print each item on the list line by line. So for x in this list, which contains 3 items, apple, banana, cherry. And so what's going to happen is it'll print apple, banana, and cherry, okay? And I'll finish off by showing you what the output of this for loop. So this for loop, it'll be, the first thing will be apple, and then the next line, it'll print banana, and then lastly, it'll print cherry, okay? Actually, I made a mistake because we had changed banana to blackcurrant. So actually, it should be blackcurrant. Okay? So the apple is the first thing, which is index 0. The second item is blackcurrant, which is index 1. And then the last item on the list is cherry, which has the index of 2. Okay, thank you very much. And today we quickly covered what is a list, how do you code a list, how do you use a for loop with a list. Okay, that is not everything you can do with lists. It's just a short introduction, quickly covered the very basic things you need to understand about lists. There's more list methods that I will definitely cover in the future. Thank you very much.